any and all wearable or promotional items that you may need. We can help you grow your brand and business by providing you with quality products and prints, all for a fair price. After working with us, you will find that our customer service and attention to detail is unrivaled. Find us online at sbshirtshack.com or at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack on Facebook. To visit with a team member, call us at 660-776-2021. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack, we make printing easy. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty has 14 real estate agents with 275 combined years of real estate experience. Luke and his team are not only experienced, but extremely knowledgeable when it comes to listing your property or helping you find the perfect home. If you're looking to buy a home, commercial property, or land, look no further than Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Be sure to visit their website at reesenichols.com or give them a call today at 660-438-7228. Us here at Spooky Bear Media would like to give a huge thanks to Johnson's Accounting for making this broadcast and others like it possible. Johnson's Accounting and Tax Service LLC has been serving the Lincoln community and its surrounding area for over 55 years. Lori and her team offer monthly business services such as sales tax, payroll, preparation of financial statements, and much more. Go ahead and cut that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network. I will be taking you through a night of varsity basketball as the Green Ridge Tigers come to town to face your Lincoln Cards. We're going to start with the starters from the Green Ridge side. A little bit different from the last time we saw them. Going to start with number 1, Emery Cannon. Number 2, Riley Donaldson. Number 10, Mackenzie DeVores. Number 24, Elsie Box. And then number 32, Caden Box. The home team on the scoreboard tonight, your Lady Cards, going to start with Mackenzie Yearout, Alyssa Mellon, Rebecca Helland, Cadence Harvey, and Danica Gillespie. So these two teams last played during the conference tournament, and Green Ridge got the better of Lincoln in that game. It was a close one. Now I've noticed that there is no Santana Rivas here tonight for Green Ridge. She was very effective in that game against Lincoln last time out. So it'll be interesting to see how that changes things here. And it looks like that may be her on the end of the bench with a knee brace on. Becca Helen tries to save it, and it will go out of bounds. Last touch by her. So Green Ridge basketball on the baseline. Lincoln takes it away on the inbound. Harvey has Helen. Going to slow things down. Helen inside, goes up, off the mark, guarded by Box. Nearly had her own miss, but unable to corral it. Lincoln coming out with some full court pressure here to start things off. Green Ridge turns the basketball over. DeVores takes it away and scores the fast break layup. Trying to find that Lincoln score. So yes, on the 1st of December, the 1st of February, just 2 weeks ago, these two teams faced off in the conference tournament as Gillespie lines up a three. It's going to be a rebound for number 22, Caitlin Hiller. So I think we had some bad information, as it looks like both Cannon and Rivas on the bench. Helen misses, gets her own miss, puts it back up, and gets a friendly roll from the rim. Lincoln now on the board. We are knotted up at 2-all. So Cannon and Rivas not suited up tonight. Two starters from the last time these two teams played. And it was actually Hiller that started, not Cannon. As Greenridge scores and drops back into a zone defense on this end. Mellon on the attack, and she is fouled on a baseline drive. High post touch from Mellon, drops it off to Helen, who scores. Helen now with 4 points, and Mellon puts an assist in the scorebook. And a travel by Greenridge. Santana Rivas, an all-district and all-conference player from a year ago. That's 5 turnovers here to start in less than 3 minutes for this Greenridge team. At the time that these two teams played 2 weeks ago, Rivas was averaging 12 points per game, 4 assists per game, and 5 rebounds per game. Coach Doan was expecting her to get another all-conference and all-district nod this season. Mellon tries a 3. The final score of that game was 30-26. Lincoln had a lead late, but Rivas took that game over and won it for the Tigers. Bartley in for the Cardinals, secures a rebound. Mellon with a full head of steam, drops it off to Helen, gets it over to Harvey. Like maybe I don't know if that was a travel or not. It was not called, and Lincoln now with their first lead of the game. Out of bounds, last touch by the Cards. Box drives baseline. The help comes from Year Out, and she is fouled on that 2-point try. That's Caden Box, the older of the two boxes on this Tigers roster. Her first free throw is off the mark. While she thinks about the second, we want to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast, making this broadcast and others like it possible. We appreciate their support. Without them, we wouldn't be able to bring you this coverage to your home. We are planning to be covering the district games next week. I don't know what times they are yet, as Mellon's 3 misses. Helen saves it. I think it hit the back of the backboard. It did. And they're going to call that out of bounds. And Helen constantly hustling, trying to save balls in bounds. We love that. The Lady Cards will be in Tipton facing Lynn on Monday night. And the boys will be in Osceola facing off with Marion C. early on Tuesday night. Again, I don't have times yet, but when I do, we'll try to get that posted on Facebook. I'm not sure that the high school hasn't already posted it. Helen Hustle takes it away. Year Out gets credit for the steal. 3-on-1. Spin move. Finds Pinnell. Bartley, an 8-footer. It looked good. And I don't dislike that transition look for the Cards. Eddington gets behind Year Out. Year Out just lost her on the back door. On that transition look, I didn't dislike it. I do think that maybe they could have got a better one if that pass in transition had occurred earlier. Nonetheless, Greenridge goes down the floor, scores, ties things up. We've got a 30-second timeout called by Coach Bryan of Lincoln. Are you missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. They're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Stop by and see them at 101 South 65 Highway in Lincoln or 1695 Hilltop Drive in Warsaw. Your community, your bank, your relationship. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. We've got a good crowd in here tonight for this game. And we've got a varsity game between the boys teams that will be tipping off right after this one. So a full night of basketball here in Lincoln, Missouri. We just watched 2 quarters of JV boys basketball. Ball screen for Box. Gets in trouble now, and you're out. Ties things up. Jump ball. Possession arrow pointing Lincoln way. And will be white basketball. Caden Box taps the ball out of bounds. Gillespie over to Mellon, 3-point shot off the mark. She's 0 for 3 from downtown to start the game. Box left wide open, dribbles into a tough contested shot, gets her own miss. And now a DeVore's 3-point shot is off. Another offensive rebound for Greenridge. This will be their 3rd try on this trip down the floor. Lincoln can't afford to give up offensive rebounds at this pace. DeVore's another 3. This one again off, a long rebound. Ooh, and Mellon crashes into the scorer's table. She's up quick, smile on her face, everything okay. Gillespie gets it into Pinnell. Good ball movement by Lincoln. Harvey's 3-point shot won't go, but Lincoln doing the right thing to get the ball to the high post to collapse that defense and get an open shot. Young. Pinnell had it and lost it. Looks like no turnover there. Gonna stay on this end. No, it is. They are going to say last touched by Greenridge. So Lincoln with the ball pressure, able to turn Greenridge over now for the 8th time here in the opening quarter. Mellon had the right idea, trying to get it to the opposite block to Helen. Tipped pass, that'll be a turnover, her 2nd. Box all the way inside and 1. As she just muscles through, I believe, Cadence Harvey on her way to the basket. Finishes high off the glass and now has an opportunity to convert the old-fashioned 3-point play. That's Harvey's 1st foul and the 2nd team foul against Lincoln here in the quarter. And after an Ofer trip on her last trip to the line, she's able to convert the 3-point play. Harvey steps into a 3, trying to use the glass. It's off the mark. Lincoln has not shot the ball well. Now Helen takes it away, jump stop, and fouled by Young. That foul against Kaylee Young is her first. Emery Eckhoff on the floor for the first time. Bartley will come back on. So now it's year out Mellon, Helland, Eckhoff, and Bartley. Helland 0 on this trip to the line. We're under a minute here in the first quarter. 9-6 is the score. Greenridge on top. Lincoln man defense. And Helland, I think, looked like Helland forced another turnover there. She went for it. I don't actually think she hit it. I think it went off the Greenridge player's hands. However, not seen the same way on the floor and will stay on this end. Box now operating out of the corner, and Young is fouled near the high post. That foul's going to go against Kendall Bartley. Loose ball ends up in the hands of Helland, as now Greenridge has 10 first quarter turnovers. .17 on the clock. Lincoln working it around. Year out long two. Banks it in from the wing. 9-8. 10 seconds now. Lincoln still full court pressure. Boxed across the timeline, picked up by Year Out. Lincoln has a foul to give. Young, high arching shot from the free throw line is off the mark. And we have a very tight ball game through 8 minutes. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Lincoln Cardinals Sports Network.
Sponsored by 31 Chiropractic. 31 Chiropractic is a wellness-centered family chiropractic office that specializes in care for women and children. Lindsay delivers tailored chiropractic and physical treatment for your whole family for their whole life. Stop in at 292 South Highway 65 in Lincoln or call 660-460-3719 to schedule your appointment with Dr. Lindsay today. We're also sponsored by WK's family of dealerships. WK, a name we all know, owned by a family we all grew up with, now open at 4 locations in Sedalia and Boonville, featuring a great inventory of new Chevrolet, Ford, and Dodge vehicles, as well as high-quality used vehicles. At WK, they have combined their service, collision, and detailing departments with a great variety of American-made vehicles to be the #1 stop in your search for a new vehicle. Browse their selection of new and used vehicles today at WKFamily.com.
Podcast is supported by Denny's Construction Solutions. Wally and his crew offer many services. At the top of the list is excavation and general contracting. They will build from the ground up. But that's not all. They offer site clearing, site prep, concrete flat work, and more. If you've got a problem that could require a skid steer, excavator, or jackhammer, Denny's Construction has the solution. Call them today at 660-596-9992. Back here in Lincoln for the second quarter. And Greenridge opens up the quarter with another turnover. Lincoln thus far has really not been able to make Greenridge pay off the turnovers. Greenridge has more turnovers than they have points. Gillespie, wing three, off the mark. Strong rebound there by number 22, Caitlin Hiller. Mellon nearly took it away. Now Box, tough shot. Mellon now with a rebound. Lincoln going to push in transition. And Helen wisely slows it down. Mellon steps into a three, cashes it from the wing. Lincoln back up by 2. There was an assist there for Helen on that Mellon three. Now Year Out with a steal. Lincoln 3-on-3 break. Year Out all the way, banks it in. Nice jump stop and jump shot for the senior guard. And after going 0 for 3 to start from downtown, Mellon hits her 4th try. And Lincoln now with back-to-back baskets off of turnovers has a 4-point lead, and now a jump ball Possession arrow going Lincoln's way. Mellon feeling it now. Same spot as last time. This one off the mark. Helen takes away a rebound, and the putback is good for the sophomore. Lincoln now up by 6. And Coach Doan from Green Ridge going to take a 30-second timeout. We're going to step aside and hear from a couple more of our awesome sponsors. We'll be right back on the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network.
Gallo Supply is your local solution for all household and industrial cleaning supplies. From can liners to soaps to copying or toilet paper, Gallo Supply has what you need. Brett at Gallo can provide a friendly and personal touch that other larger companies just can't. He can ship directly to your door when you order using their fast and easy website, so whether you're in need of residential or commercial Jan Sand supplies, visit GALLOsupply.com or email sales@gallosupply.com for bulk prices.
Back here after the timeout, taken by Green Ridge. Lincoln has Harvey, Helland, Mellon, Yearout, and Gillespie on the floor. Man defense for the Cards. Mellon gambles for a passing lane steal, commits a foul. That's her first. Good hands by Helen, takes it away from Box, and great hustle by Gillespie to save it. Lincoln runs that transitional break perfectly, takes it away, and then runs the floor. I believe that assist will go to Mackenzie Yearout. And just good basketball by Lincoln there in transition with an 8-point lead. DeVore's corner three with the closeout from Helen, airballs it. The rebound hits Box and then goes out of bounds. Lincoln looking to expand on their already large 8-point lead. Mellon, sorry. Now Yearout, left wing, she tries a three. In, out, and back down for the senior from the wing. Yearout has 7 points, and Cadence Harvey notches her first assist as Lincoln not only turning Green Ridge over a lot, but making them pay for being in this zone defense. LC Box going right at Harvey. Blocked by Harvey. Mellon, a full head of steam. Now slowing things down. Yearout, gets to the short or the baseline. Pull-up jumper won't go. Hiller with it, now to Young, free throw line. DeVore thought about a three. Lincoln getting a little bit lackadaisical there on defense with their matchups. Comes away with a steal. Gillespie had a little bit of trouble with the ball in transition there and couldn't connect with Yearout. Lincoln now with Pennell, Bartley, Melland, Helen, and Year Out. Young going right at Bartley. Now LC box over to Hiller. Lincoln really doing a good job stifling any action. Greenridge tries to get going. And DeVores and Hiller just not on the same page. Ball thrown out of bounds. That's the 16th turnover here in the game already by Greenridge. And you can tell that they're missing the presence of Santana Rivas. Mellon's three in and out. Young rebound. So Lincoln, who had been applying some full court pressure earlier, falling back into a half court man look. Caden box off the mark. Good box out there by Mellon. Didn't come away with the rebound, but helped get it to Bartley. Bartley now with 3 defensive rebounds unofficially here in the first half. Bartley on the block, working against Eddington. Nothing there. Good extra pass by Helland rather. Mellon's three is off the mark. Man, I'm struggling tonight with the names. I think they're going to call a foul against Rebecca Helen there, running into the Greenridge player. And between Mellon and Helen and Year Out, I'm struggling to keep them straight. Coach Bryant doing me a favor and taking Helen out. Eckhoff's easier to remember. That's a name we've said a lot on this broadcast before. Good defense by Mellon. Box able to retain possession there. Hiller high arcing three-point shot. Hits the front of the rim. Bounces up, hits the rim again, and falls through. And Greenridge off the schneid, if you will, as they are now down by just 8. Pennell turns it over. Good extra pass by box to box. Caden Box now hits the three. Greenridge back-to-back threes. Cuts the lead to 5. And we've got a 30-second timeout on the floor by Coach Bryant. We're going to step aside for an appropriate amount of time. We'll be right back on the Lincoln Cardinals Sports.
Us here at Spooky Bear Media would like to give a huge thanks to Johnson's Accounting for making this broadcast and others like it possible. Johnson's Accounting and Tax Service LLC has been serving the Lincoln community and its surrounding area for over 55 years. Lori and her team offer monthly business services such as sales tax, payroll, preparation of financial statements, and much more. They can easily set up a new business or an LLC. If you're in need of a tax return, Johnson's Accounting handles personal, small business, partnership, and corporate returns. For Johnson's Accounting, no business is too large or too small. They can handle them all. So give them a call at 660-547-3332 and see what they can do for you.
Back here in Lincoln, what was just an 11-point game moments ago, now cut to 5. Year Out, fouled by Donaldson. We're under 90 seconds left in the first half. Lincoln has been dominant at times, but Greenridge found their stride the last few possessions and have been able to make this interesting. Ooh, looked like Mellon wanted to get that inside to Helland. Had to force the shot off, or up rather. Ended up with Pennell, and she was blocked. Greenridge looks to be in man off the out of bounds. Nobody guards Mellon. She's straight on. It's off the mark. Good hustle by Eckhoff. Secures Lincoln an extra possession. Mellon is 1 for 8 from downtown. Eckhoff called for the travel. Usually don't see much emotion from Emery Eckhoff, but a gasp as she was called for that travel. She couldn't believe it. DeVore's just lost it. 42 seconds left in the half. DeVore's going to shoot it. Blocked by Year Out. Hiller ends up with a rebound. Now Box from the corner. And Greenridge has made a concerted effort to get some three-point shots up. Good eyes by Eckhoff. Finds Year Out for the half-court pass in transition. Lincoln has not really been a good transitional offensive team all year long. And Caden Box's three-point shot to end the half is off the mark. Lincoln goes in up 7. Lincoln hasn't really excelled in transition on offense thus far in the season, but man, tonight they've made a couple of nice plays as a team in transition. We're going to show you some of that at half. We're going to step aside and prepare our halftime show. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Lane Johnson. Welcome to Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack is a full-service print shop and apparel brand that is set up to print any and all wearable or promotional items that you may need. We can help you grow your brand and business by providing you with quality products and prints, all for a fair price. After working with us, you will find that our customer service and attention to detail is unrivaled. Find us online at sbshirtshack.com or at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack on Facebook. To visit with a team member, call us at 660-776-2021. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack, we make printing easy. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty has 14 real estate agents with 275 combined years of real estate experience. Luke and his team are not only experienced, but extremely knowledgeable when it comes to listing your property or helping you find the perfect home. If you're looking to buy a home, commercial property, or land, look no further than Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Be sure to visit their website at reesenichols.com or give them a call today at 660-438-7228. Us here at Spooky Bear Media would like to give a huge thanks to Johnson's Accounting for making this broadcast and others like it possible. Johnson's Accounting and Tax Service LLC has been serving the Lincoln community and its surrounding area for over 55 years. Lori and her team offer monthly business services such as sales tax, payroll, preparation of financial statements, and much more. They can easily set up a new business or an LLC. If you're in need of a tax return, Johnson's Accounting handles personal, small business, partnership, and corporate returns. For Johnson's Accounting, no business is too large or too small. They can handle them all. So give them a call at 660-547-3332 and see what they can do for you. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Estes Drive-In. If you're looking for a bite to eat or a tasty treat, Estes Drive-In has you covered. With a wide array of options and friendly service, you can't go wrong with Estes Drive-In. Stop in and eat or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-3516. Are you missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. They're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Stop by and see them at 101 South 65 Highway in Lincoln or 1695 Hilltop Drive in Warsaw. Your community, your bank, your relationship. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Lincoln Realty has been serving Lincoln and all of West Central Missouri for 70 years. Whether it's residential, commercial, farm, recreational, or lake property you're after, Lacey and her team have you covered. Give them a call today at 660-547-3535 or stop by the office located at 546 North Highway 65 in Lincoln. This broadcast is supported by Denny's Construction Solutions. Wally and his crew offer many services.
At the top of the list is excavation and general contracting. They will build from the ground up. But that's not all. They offer site clearing, site prep, concrete flat work, and more. If you've got a problem that could require a skid steer, excavator, or jackhammer, Denny's Construction has the solution. Call them today at 660-596-9992. Need some dirt work, a building pad, or perhaps a complete septic system? Call Chris and Austin at Midmo Dirt and Septic. They have experience in all types of dirt work and are certified and licensed septic system installers. They're also offering concrete flat work, so give this father and son team a call at 660-723-6958 or at 660-221-0681. Gallo Supply is your local solution for all household and industrial cleaning supplies. From can liners to soaps to copying or toilet paper, Gallo Supply has what you need. Brett at Gallo can provide a friendly and personal touch that other larger companies just can't. He can ship directly to your door when you order using their fast and easy website, so whether you're in need of residential or commercial Jan Sand supplies, visit GALLOsupply.com or email sales@gallosupply.com for bulk prices. Hi, I'm Lane Johnson. Welcome to Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack now offers custom online stores. These team stores, as we like to call them, are an easy way to get your community or organization into the newest gear. We process and bag every order, and we can even ship it directly to your customers. This process provides a perfect way for booster clubs, sports teams, and other extracurricular clubs or programs to raise money. Why hassle with paper order forms or big companies with long lead times and no personal touch when Spooky Bear can make fundraising easy? Find us online at sbshirtshack.com or at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack on Facebook. To visit more about how a team store can help you, call us today at 660-776-2021. We are sponsored by 31 Chiropractic. 31 Chiropractic is a wellness-centered family chiropractic office that specializes in care for women and children. Lindsay delivers tailored chiropractic and physical treatment for your whole family for their whole life. Stop in at 292 South Highway 65 in Lincoln or call 660-460-3719 to schedule your appointment with Dr. Lindsay today. We're also sponsored by WK's family of dealerships. WK, a name we all know, owned by a family we all grew up with, now open at 4 locations in Sedalia and Boonville, featuring a great inventory of new Chevrolet, Ford, and Dodge vehicles, as well as high-quality used vehicles. At WK, they have combined their service, collision, and detailing departments with a great variety of American-made vehicles to be the #1 stop in your search for a new vehicle. Browse their selection of new and used vehicles today at WKFamily.com. This broadcast is sponsored by Shirley's Highway Cafe. Shirley's Highway Cafe serves a full breakfast and lunch menu from 6 to 2 Sunday through Friday and from 6 to noon on Saturdays. For breakfast, try a good old-fashioned omelet or the biscuits and gravy. For lunch, they've got the best country fried steak and mashed potatoes around. Shirley's Highway Cafe is located on Highway 65 in Lincoln, so give them a try on your next trip through town or call them for carry-out at 660-547-3500. This broadcast is also sponsored by Veracruz Trace. Veracruz Trace Mexican Restaurant in Lincoln delivers local and delicious Mexican cuisine served by their welcoming and caring staff. They are open from 11 to 9 on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and from 11 to 10 on Friday and Saturday. Stop by at 455 North Highway 65 in Lincoln or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-0315. Premier Automotive is proud to support Lincoln Athletics. Since 1993, Premier Automotive has been serving Central Missouri and the surrounding areas. Those 30 years of service make Fred & Company one of the most reliable and experienced used car dealers around. Go check out Premier Automotive's diverse selection of clean, pre-inspected cars, trucks, and SUVs located on the east side of 65 Highway in the heart of Lincoln, or give them a call today at 660-776-2019. We're also supported by the Lincoln Booster Club. If you haven't picked out your Lincoln Cardinal gear yet, be sure to reach out to the Lincoln Booster Club. Wearing Booster Club gear is another way to show the players and cheerleaders the support they deserve. The money raised from the Booster Club goes back into the athletic department to enhance their experience. Don't forget to pick up a program to help identify the kids out on the court, and be sure to support those sponsors in our community that backed Lincoln Athletics. The Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network is also sponsored by Sedalia Rental and Supply. Sedalia Rental and Supply is located on...
Don't worry about that. This is driving graphic. We don't have time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network. We're gonna jump right into our halftime show. Estes Drive-In Replay Cam's gonna get their money today because we have a lot to show you from the first half, starting with a nice feed, Mellon to Helland, Nets a layup for the Lady Cards. Later, another great feed, this time from Helen to Harvey. Harvey runs into a little floater there. Lincoln's defense has really been the story of the half thus far. Here's a clip of Year Out taking it away and going the distance. That's a coast-to-coast two-point shot for the senior guard. And then this one, my favorite play of the game. Good hands by Helen. Great hustle by Gillespie. Helen gives it up, and then Year Out the presence of mind to look up the floor and find Mellon, who scores the easy two. And then our last one of the half. Another fast break look, another good opportunity for Lincoln to push the ball in transition. That time Eckhoff finds Year Out. We're going to move over and look at the tail of the tape from the first half. Lincoln has been fairly dominant despite the close score. And there's a few areas where Greenridge has done some good things. First of all, they've been more efficient shooting the ball. They also are out-rebounding the Lincoln Cardinals. But the turnover disparity, a big deal here in the first half. So we'll see what these two teams have in store for us coming out here, the third quarter about to start. I would be remiss if I didn't mention Mackenzie Year Out's team high 9 points here in the first half. The girls are on the floor. We're ready for the third quarter of our first broadcast tonight. Greenridge starts with the basketball, trailing by 7. Helen immediately takes it away, one-on-one. She gets past the defender. She looks like she's fouled. No call, but she scores the layup regardless. And now Rebecca Helen, after the steal and coast-to-coast basket, has 8 points in the game, 4 for 6 from the floor. And the Lady Cards coming out firing here to start the second half. LC Box attacking Harvey. Now Caden Box wants to go baseline. Ooh, a collision on the baseline, no call. So no call there on the baseline, foul or otherwise. Ball was saved back in bounds and then finally went out of bounds. Last touched by the Cards. Caden Box. That was Donaldson on the try. She was off the mark. Harvey's got a rebound. Greenridge zone defense here to start the quarter. Nice skip pass. Gillespie open for 3. It's off the mark. Mellon keeps it alive. They're going to say she was out of bounds, but good hustle there by Alyssa Mellon. Gillespie, after that try, is 0 for 3 from downtown. Good transition shot there by Helen. She now has 10 points. And a 60-second timeout by the Greenridge Tigers as Coach Doan wants to talk things over. Lincoln coming out of the gate here, extending what was a 7-point lead out to 11, which is the largest lead of the game for the Cards. We're going to step aside for a 60-second break. We'll be right back.
Premier Automotive is proud to support Lincoln Athletics. Since 1993, Premier Automotive has been serving Central Missouri and the surrounding areas. Those 30 years of service make Fred & Company one of the most reliable and experienced used car dealers around. Go check out Premier Automotive's diverse selection of clean, pre-inspected cars, trucks, and SUVs located on the east side of 65 Highway in the heart of Lincoln, or give them a call today at 660-776-2019. We're also supported by the Lincoln Booster Club. If you haven't picked out your Lincoln Cardinal gear yet, be sure to reach out to the Lincoln Booster Club. Wearing Booster Club gear is another way to show the players and cheerleaders the support they deserve. The money raised from the Booster Club goes back into the athletic department to enhance their experience. Don't forget to pick up a program to help identify the kids out on the court, and be sure to support those sponsors in our community that back Lincoln Athletic.
Back here after the timeout, Greenridge down by 11. That is the largest deficit they've faced today. Wild shot off the mark. Lincoln clears it. Mellon's three off the mark. You're out, called for the foul. Helen, another steal. Gets her eyes up. Oh, trying to connect with Gillespie. Throws the pass out a little too hard. And Rebecca Helen now unofficially with 6 steals. Obviously hard to verify that, but she has been a ball hawk tonight, as this entire Lincoln defense really has. Greenridge, without their best player and without another starter, has struggled to take care of the basketball. LC Box attacks. DeVores, three-point, hits the side of the backboard. Gillespie tries to fire it into Helen. Somehow that pass makes it through 2 sets of Greenridge Tigers' hands. Out of bounds off the Tigers after Helen had it knocked away. Oh, wow. Not even really sure how to describe what just occurred. Gillespie, her shot's off the mark. Greenridge definitely more aggressive here in their zone pressure in the third quarter, maybe feeling some urgency. Good skip pass. Gillespie not going to settle for the 3. Attacks, puts the pressure on the officials and the defense, and does not get the benefit of a foul call. That foul against Year Out is her 3rd, and the 2nd team foul for the Cardinals here in the quarter. Foul there, an offensive foul and turnover by Kaylee Young. They have 20 turnovers now. I will be honest, not sure I loved that call, unless there was an elbow or something that I just couldn't see from this angle. Another skip pass. Mellon attacks Box. Box just falls down. Helen fouled on her 2-point try. So 2 free throws incoming for the sophomore guard. Helen right now with 10 points, the highest point total on the floor. Extends to 11 now. Misses the shot. Young rebound. DeVore's three-point shot, air ball. Hiller has it. Mellon nearly had a steal. It's going to be a jump ball. Lincoln with the possession arrow. Mellon thought about it, looked around. Like, is anybody going to guard me? Mellon now in the swing, in the motion of the offense, hits one. And that's what she needed, a good pass from Harvey. That's Harvey's second assist. And Mellon now 2 for 10 from downtown. She's got 8 points. And she had thought about a three kind of out of rhythm before. That time waited for the pass, was in rhythm. Good looking shot by the junior. Helen called for her second foul. She's got a nose for the basketball. Not sure that there was a ton of contact. It was just kind of the motion she made with her arm that made it look like it. They're going to call it on the floor. Young finds Caden Box from straight on. She drills it. Young with the assist. The lead is 12. Lincoln just working things around, being patient. The real test here is, can they possess this and get a good look without turning it over? The answer is no, as Pinnell turns it over. Harvey, ball on the floor, and another jump ball. This one will, though, be Greenridge basketball. Box, three-point shot, off the mark. Hits Hiller on the rebound, and will be Lincoln basketball. Greenridge really sold out for that one. Mellon nearly banked that in. Ball off of Lincoln. Helen just takes it away, jump stop, fouled, and is going to see two. Heads up play there by Rebecca Helen, who now has 7 steals unofficially. Unselfishly, I would love to see Helen get into the 10 steal territory and chase that double-double. Obviously, she has no idea. Helen smooth on the first free throw. Off on the second, and Harvey fouls, fighting for a rebound. Helen nearly had her 8th steal and The ball finds its way to DeVores, and she cans the three. We're back to 10. This game is certainly not over, even though it feels like Lincoln has dominated it. Excellent pass by Mellon. Good pass by Helen. Bartley and one. Fouled by Hiller. Bartley with her first field goal now has an opportunity to make it a three-point play. Both teams will be in the double bonus the rest of the way here in the third quarter. Lincoln man defense in the half court. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. It's a 12-point game. Lincoln has dominated the game, but Green Ridge has kept it at striking distance, if you will. Although Green Ridge turns it over, their 22nd turnover unofficially of the game. Helen skip pass over to Year Out. Lincoln trying to run some clock here. Clearly an effort to get the last shot. Can they execute though? Mellon thought about that one. Now Harvey thought about that one. Now it's time to get a shot off. Harvey takes the first one she gets and is fouled hard. And nearly converted nearly had an opportunity at a 4-point play. Did not get the shot to go, but we'll see 3 free ones here. She has missed the first 2. And hits the third. It's a 13-point game. Caden Box, pull up 3-point shot over Harvey. Wow, nearly got that to go. Pretty good look, all things considered. We've got a quarter break here in Lincoln. We're going to be back in 60 seconds with the last one of the first part of tonight's broadcast. Stay with us.
Cardinal Sports Network is also sponsored by Sedalia Rental and Supply. Sedalia Rental and Supply is located on 50 Highway in Sedalia, Missouri. Todd and his knowledgeable crew have served West Central Missouri as a one-stop shop for all your equipment rental and party supply needs since 1994. If they don't have it, you probably didn't need it. Call Sedalia Rental and Supply today at 660-826-8188 to see how they can help you complete your next project. Speaking of projects, we are also sponsored by City Electric Supply. If you're an electrician, plumber, or just a DIYer, you need to go to City Electric Supply in Warsaw. They have the largest selection of both tools and supplies available in the Lake area. See Dustin or any one of his experienced associates, and they will find just the item that you need. City Electric Supply in Warsaw, 660-900-3512.
Tonight's broadcast is presented by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty has 14 real estate agents with 275 combined years of real estate experience. Luke and his team are not only experienced, but extremely knowledgeable when it comes to listing your property.
I just don't think I can do that. Back here with the final 8 minutes, Lincoln in control. Needs to continue to execute and take care of the basketball. Here they nearly turn it over. I didn't hear exactly what Coach Bryant said, but something to the effect of, I just said it. Green Ridge has definitely gotten more aggressive, changed out into a zone that's trying to trap. Ooh, Harvey, tough pass, and off the mark. And a 3-second in the lane call against Greenridge. Mellon trying to cross over. I'm not sure if that was over and back or not. Lincoln really doing their best to turn it over here. Mellon, not a bad look, gets her own miss. Oh, and they're going to say last touch by Greenridge. So Lincoln basketball underneath after 2 misses. One of those was Helland. Mellon, three-pointer from the corner, off the mark. Oh, wow. Another offensive foul against Young. Just went right through the chest of Gillespie. Gillespie inside to Helland. Her shot off the mark. She just went right through LC Box. Eddington over to Box. Now Hiller. Caden Box, no hesitation. She has shot the ball well at different times. You're out now, fouls. You're out, going to take a seat with 4 fouls. Lincoln now picking up another foul. Eddington just completely unaccounted for on the inbounds. And an 11-point game with 6 to play. Lincoln not out of the woods yet. Needs to execute. That would be a good look. Helland, that ball had no spin on it as it traveled all the way across the court. Gillespie looked like maybe blocked or fouled. I'm not sure. Way short. Caden Box, no hesitation. Saved in by LC Box. Now a jump ball. Gillespie tips away the entry pass. Box over to DeVores, fumbled with it, and it's off the mark. Hiller offensive rebound. Greenridge really has killed Lincoln on the boards. Airballed 3, finds its way to Mellon. She's got a head of steam. She's cut off by LC Box. And they're going to get a foul against Box in transition. Maybe a timeout first. No. Looks like it was a timeout, so no foul. Timeout by Lincoln, a 60-second timeout by Coach Bryant. We're going to go to break. We'll be right back.
Broadcast is sponsored by Shelter Insurance. Play ball with an insurance team that wins. The Lee and Beeman Agency has terrific customer service, policies you can count on, and rates that won't break the bank. Call the Leanne Beeman Agency today at 660-547-0099 for a free quote. You'll be glad you did. We're also sponsored by Tolliver's Tire and Towing. In need of tire or automotive repair? Perhaps you've been in an accident and need a tow. Try Tolliver's Tire and Towing. Their knowledgeable repair crew and round-the-clock towing service can get you out of any pinch. For a tow, call 660-287-4849.
The red?
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Estes Drive-In. If you're looking for a bite to eat or a tasty treat, Estes Drive-In has you covered. With a wide array of options and friendly service, you can't go wrong with Estes Drive-In. Stop in and eat or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-3516.
We are back here in Lincoln with 5 minutes, 8 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. Lincoln has been in control, but it's not over yet. Greenridge has shown some fight, even without Santana Rivas, an all-district, all-conference player. Also missing Emery Cannon, sophomore starter. Ooh, Lincoln gets it inside to Pinnell. Mellon now goes baseline, pull-up jumper, looked good. And a jump ball. White basketball. Coach Bryant getting frustrated with his team's shot selection and inability to take care of the basketball. Has now instructed them to go for layups only. Here comes one. Mellon down the lane, fouled by LC Box. Mellon able to hit the first. Unable to convert the second, so the lead is 12. I believe that's the largest lead Lincoln has had tonight. Harvey inside, nice move. Kind of a hesitation move. Got to the rim, got a good look, just didn't get it to go in. Box in the post now. Got her own miss. Now Pinnell goes up amongst the trees and pulls down a rebound. Forces it in. LC Box takes it away. Eddington now just turnovers galore here by these two teams. Mellon double dribbled. Unforced turnover there by Lincoln. Hiller three-point shot off the mark. Gillespie trying to force it up the floor, gets it to DeVores from Greenridge. Box inside, nice move. Gets her own miss, puts it up and one. Lincoln this year on their track record have a few fourth quarter leads that became losses. obviously don't want to see that happen here, as that foul goes against Gillespie and is her first. Box completes the three-point play. She's done the Lions' share of the scoring for Greenridge tonight, or Tigers' share, if you will. Greenridge has jumped up into a full-court press, and a foul against the Tigers. That's Hiller's third foul. Lincoln in these situations have allowed themselves to get sped up and make mistakes, unforced ones. Harvey almost turned it over just by not catching the ball. Now Helen just throws it away. DeVore's fast break layup, and the lead is 7. It was 12 moments ago. We've got some confusion. I think possibly the assistant coach called a timeout for Greenridge. So a 30-second timeout.
Lincoln Realty has been serving Lincoln and all of West Central Missouri for 70 years. Whether it's residential, commercial, farm, recreational, or lake property you're after, Lacey and her team have you covered. Give them a call today at 660-547-3535 or stop by the office located at 546 North Highway 65 in Lincoln.
Back here, Lincoln had a 12-point lead a minute and a half ago. It's now 7. Lincoln needs to take care of the basketball, not give anything away for free, and execute on offense. Mellon just dribbles it right into the mats. Unforced error there by Lincoln, and that's what we're talking about. Coach Bryant telling Mackenzie Yearout that she's got 4 fouls, not to reach. Hiller, three-point from the corner, hits it. Assist for Caden Box. At the 4-minute mark, this was a 12-point game, now a 4-point game. Lincoln has not handled this pressure well. And a bang-bang call there. Coach Bryant gets the timeout off just before Yearout. There was going to be some call, whether it was a charge, a block, and out of bounds, who knows. Those calls, it just seems, have not gone Lincoln's way this year. So Coach Bryant with a fortuitous timeout. We've got 2 minutes left. Lincoln leads by 4. Again, I say again, a few minutes ago, it was a 12-point game. Leading the way in scoring for your Cardinals so far, Helen's got 12. Yearout and Mellon both with 9 apiece. Harvey's got 3 and Bartley has 2. And that makes up the 35 that you see on the scoreboard. Coach Bryant needing to get his girls calmed back down. No reason to do anything but what they did to get them here, which was taking care of the basketball, playing good defense, taking good shots. Greenridge changing things up now in man, half-court man, not doing the trapping full court anymore. Lincoln probably more comfortable with this, although here comes some switching and jumping. Lincoln still needs to look to score. Mellon inside. Needs to get out of there. Harvey can't catch it. Looked like a tipped pass, just didn't come in clean. Harvey had trouble with it. And Lincoln another turnover. 90 seconds left, leading by 4. Just trying to get out of this, they are. Eddington in the lane. Box gets to a jump stop. That shot might have tickled the rafters. Comes down pure. It's a 2-point game. Mellon dribbles right through Box. What will the call be? Looked like he was going block. Still don't know the call. It is a block against Caden Box. Her fourth foul rather, against the Tigers. If Lincoln could get another foul drawn here, they could go to the line. And that's probably their best bet. There's the foul committed by LC Box. That Box foul is her third. Mellon joins Helland in double figures scoring on the night. And hits the second clutch free throws for Alyssa Mellon, the leading scorer for this Lincoln Cardinals team. It's a 4-point game, 43 seconds left. Greenridge with the basketball. Lincoln does have a foul to give. Hiller, 3 from the corner. Ooh. DeVores follows, putback. It's a 2-point game, 30 seconds. Coach Doan calls a timeout for Greenridge. He's got 1 left. It's a full timeout. We're going to go to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. This one's getting exciting.
Tonight's broadcast is presented by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty has 14 real estate agents with 275 combined years of real estate experience. Luke and his team are not only experienced, but extremely knowledgeable when it comes to listing your property or helping you find the perfect home. If you're looking to buy a home, commercial property, or land, look no further than Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Be sure to visit their website at reesenichols.com or give them a call today at 660-438-7228. Lincoln Realty has been serving Lincoln and all of West Central Missouri for 70 years. Whether it's residential, commercial, farm, recreational, or lake property you're after, Lacey and her team have you covered. Give them a call today at 660-547-3535 or stop by the office located at 546 North Highway 65 in Lincoln.
$2. He's taking the under on 5. You want in on that? If they get fouled, what happens? It's a push if they get fouled and under 5. Back here, full court pressure. Lincoln's got everybody in the front court. Or the back court, rather. They break the press. Mellon, you're out, shoots it, and then Helen tries to shoot it. Ooh, just an ill-advised shot there. That could have gone disastrously. Lincoln out of bounds, just needs to hold this until they're fouled. And there comes the foul. Box pushed by Year Out. That's Box's second foul. Year Out's going to see 2 free throws here. Has a chance, if she can make both, to make it a 2-possession game. Gets some help from the rim. We call that shooter's touch where I'm from, and it's a 3-point game. Greenridge still alive, 12 seconds. Box has the ball, and Coach Doan will call his timeout now. I wondered if he was going to let that one go. He lets him get it into the front court. There's 8.1 seconds on the clock. We've got a 60-second timeout. We're going to take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back to see this final possession.
Gallo Supply is your local solution for all household and industrial cleaning supplies. From can liners to soaps to copying or toilet paper, Gallo Supply has what you need. Brett at Gallo can provide a friendly and personal touch that other larger companies just can't. He can ship directly to your door when you order using their fast and easy website, so whether you're in need of residential or commercial Jan Sand supplies, visit GALLOsupply.com or email sales@gallosupply.com for bulk prices.
Okay, back here, both teams still in the timeout. Coach Doan, 8.1 seconds left. His team trailed by, I believe, 12 at the start of the quarter. They find themselves down 3 with 8.1 seconds left and the basketball. Caden Box has done a lot of scoring for them, number 32. However, DeVores and Hiller have both hit three-point shots in this game. All three of them have taken several. I imagine one of them will get the look here. Due to the time, I imagine it'll be a three-point try. Helen has her 8th steal of the game, and Greenridge has the fouler. Helen now with an opportunity to ice it. Unofficially with 8 steals, takes it away at the most pivotal point of the game. And if she can make just one free throw, she can put these Greenridge Tigers away. And she drills the first one. Clutch free throws here by Lincoln down the stretch. Second one rattles in. The lead is 5. Helen now with 14 points. A team-high figure. We've got a 60-second timeout. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Lane Johnson. Welcome to Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack now offers custom online stores. These team stores, as we like to call them, are an easy way to get your community or organization into the newest gear. We process and bag every order, and we can even ship it directly to your customers. This process provides a perfect way for booster clubs, sports teams, and other extracurricular clubs or programs to raise money. Why hassle with paper order forms or big companies with long lead times and no personal touch when Spooky Bear can make fundraising easy? Find us online at sbshirtshack.com or at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack on Facebook. To visit more about how a team store can help you, call us today at 660-776-2021.
3.1 seconds left. Lincoln has all but sealed it here. Box throws it into Harvey, and that will end the game. And Lincoln dealt with adversity and held on to the lead down the stretch. Great job by the Lady Cards. And their final regular season game, they've got 8 wins on the season now. And they will be in action on Monday in Tipton. I don't have a tip-off time, but we will be there. So be sure to tune in to us Monday night from Tipton as we will chase the Lady Cards as long as they last in the district tournament. We're going to get things flipped around here. Well, let's quickly look at some individual stats from that game. Just quickly, this is the post-game show brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. 5 for 10 from the floor was Rebecca Helland. She had 3 rebounds, all on the offensive end, 8 steals, 2 assists, and 14 points. Mellon right behind her with 11 points. She had 3 rebounds to go with an assist. Year out also in double figures with 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, a block and an assist. Harvey had 3 points, and Bartley had 2 points. And that is the scoring totals unofficially of your Lady Cards as their regular season is now over. We're going to step aside here and get everything ready for the next part of our broadcast as the boys from Lincoln will be playing the boys of Green Ridge. We'll be back shortly after a word from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Lane Johnson. Welcome to Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack is a full-service print shop and apparel brand that is set up to print any and all wearable or promotional items that you may need. We can help you grow your brand and business by providing you with quality products and prints, all for a fair price. After working with us, you will find that our customer service and attention to detail is unrivaled. Find us online at sbshirtshack.com or at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack on Facebook. To visit with a team member, call us at 660-776-2021. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack, we make printing easy. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty has 14 real estate agents with 275 combined years of real estate experience. Luke and his team are not only experienced, but extremely knowledgeable when it comes to listing your property or helping you find the perfect home. If you're looking to buy a home, commercial property, or land, look no further than Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Be sure to visit their website at reesenichols.com or give them a call today at 660-438-7228. Us here at Spooky Bear Media would like to give a huge thanks to Johnson's Accounting for making this broadcast and others like it possible. Johnson's Accounting and Tax Service LLC has been serving the Lincoln community and its surrounding area for over 55 years. Lori and her team offer monthly business services such as sales tax, payroll, preparation of financial statements, and much more. They can easily set up a new business or an LLC. If you're in need of a tax return, Johnson's Accounting handles personal, small business, partnership, and corporate returns. For Johnson's Accounting, no business is too large or too small. They can handle them all. So give them a call at 660-547-3332 and see what they can do for you. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Estes Drive-In. If you're looking for a bite to eat or a tasty treat, Estes Drive-In has you covered. With a wide array of options and friendly service, you can't go wrong with Estes Drive-In. Stop in and eat or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-3516. Are you missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. They're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Stop by and see them at 101 South 65 Highway in Lincoln or 1695 Hilltop Drive in Warsaw. Your community, your bank, your relationship. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Lincoln Realty has been serving Lincoln and all of West Central Missouri for 70 years. Whether it's residential, commercial, farm, recreational, or lake property you're after, Lacey and her team have you covered. Give them a call today at 660-547-3535 or stop by the office located at 546 North Highway 65 in Lincoln. This broadcast is supported by Denny's Construction Solutions. Wally and his crew offer many services. At the top of the list is excavation and general contracting. They will build from the ground up. But that's not all. They offer site clearing, site prep, concrete flat work, and more. If you've got a problem that could require a skid steer, excavator, or jackhammer, Denny's Construction has the solution. Call them today at 660-596-9992. Need some dirt work, a building pad, or perhaps a complete septic system? Call Chris and Austin at Midmo Dirt and Septic. They have experience in all types of dirt work and are certified and licensed septic system installers. They're also offering concrete flat work, so give this father and son team a call at 660-723-6958 or at 660-221-0681. Gallo Supply is your local solution for all household and industrial cleaning supplies. From can liners to soaps to copying or toilet paper, Gallo Supply has what you need. Brett at Gallo can provide a friendly and personal touch that other larger companies just can't. He can ship directly to your door when you order using their fast and easy website, so whether you're in need of residential or commercial Jan Sand supplies, visit GALLOsupply.com or email sales@gallosupply.com for bulk prices. Hi, I'm Lane Johnson. Welcome to Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack now offers custom online stores. These team stores, as we like to call them, are an easy way to get your community or organization into the newest gear. We process and bag every order, and we can even ship it directly to your customers. This process provides a perfect way for booster clubs, sports teams, and other extracurricular clubs or programs to raise money. Why hassle with paper order forms or big companies with long lead times and no personal touch when Spooky Bear can make fundraising easy? Find us online at sbshirtshack.com or at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack on Facebook. To visit more about how a team store can help you, call us today at 660-776-2021. We are sponsored by 31 Chiropractic. 31 Chiropractic is a wellness-centered family chiropractic office that specializes in care for women and children. Lindsay delivers tailored chiropractic and physical treatment for your whole family for their whole life. Stop in at 292 South Highway 65 in Lincoln or call 660-460-3719 to schedule your appointment with Dr. Lindsay today. We're also sponsored by WK's family of dealerships. WK, a name we all know, owned by a family we all grew up with, now open at 4 locations in Sedalia and Boonville, featuring a great inventory of new Chevrolet, Ford, and Dodge vehicles, as well as high-quality used vehicles. At WK, they have combined their service, collision, and detailing departments with a great variety of American-made vehicles to be the #1 stop in your search for a new vehicle. Browse their selection of new and used vehicles today at WKFamily.com. This broadcast is sponsored by Shirley's Highway Cafe. Shirley's Highway Cafe serves a full breakfast and lunch menu from 6 to 2 Sunday through Friday and from 6 to noon on Saturdays. For breakfast, try a good old-fashioned omelet or the biscuits and gravy. For lunch, they've got the best country fried steak and mashed potatoes around. Shirley's Highway Cafe is located on Highway 65 in Lincoln, so give them a try on your next trip through town or call them for carryout at 660-547-3500. This broadcast is also sponsored by Veracruz Trace. Veracruz Trace Mexican Restaurant in Lincoln delivers local and delicious Mexican cuisine served by their welcoming and caring staff. They are open from 11 to 9 on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and from 11 to 10 on Friday and Saturday. Stop by at 455 North Highway 65 in Lincoln or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-0315. Premier Automotive is proud to support Lincoln Athletics. Since 1993, Premier Automotive has been serving Central Missouri and the surrounding areas. Those 30 years of service make Fred & Company one of the most reliable and experienced used car dealers around. Go check out Premier Automotive's diverse selection of clean, pre-inspected cars, trucks, and SUVs located on the east side of 65 Highway in the heart of Lincoln, or give them a call today at 660-776-2019. We're also supported by the Lincoln Booster Club. If you haven't picked out your Lincoln Cardinal gear yet, be sure to reach out to the Lincoln Booster Club. Wearing Booster Club gear is another way to show the players and cheerleaders the support they deserve. The money raised from the Booster Club goes back into the athletic department to enhance their experience. Don't forget to pick up a program to help identify the kids out on the court, and be sure to support those sponsors in our community that back Lincoln Athletics. The Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network is also sponsored by Sedalia Rental and Supply. Sedalia Rental and Supply is located on 50 Highway in Sedalia, Missouri. Todd and his knowledgeable crew have served West Central Missouri as a one-stop shop for all your equipment rental and party supply needs since 1994. If they don't have it, you probably didn't need it. Call Sedalia Rental and Supply today at 660-826-8188 to see how they can help you complete your next project. Speaking of projects, we are also sponsored by City Electric Supply. If you're an electrician, plumber, or just a DIYer, you need to go to City Electric Supply in Warsaw. They have the largest selection of both tools and supplies available in the Lake area. See Dustin or any one of his experienced associates, and they will find just the item that you need. City Electric Supply in Warsaw, 660-900-3512. This broadcast is sponsored by Shelter Insurance. Play ball with an insurance team that wins. The Leanne Beeman Agency has terrific customer service, policies you can count on, and rates that won't break the bank. Call the Leanne Beeman Agency today at 660-547-0099 for a free quote. You'll be glad you did. We're also sponsored by Tolliver's Tire and Towing. In need of tire or automotive repair? Perhaps you've been in an accident and need a tow. Try Tolliver's Tire and Towing. Their knowledgeable repair crew and round-the-clock towing service can get you out of any pinch. For a tow, call 660-287-4849.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are here for the second part of our broadcast. The Green Ridge Tigers boys are going to be taking on the Lincoln Cardinals. Green Ridge 15-9 on the year. Lincoln 7-16. We'll start with the starters. First, the away team on the board, the Green Ridge Tigers. They're going to start number 1, Mateo Rivas, number 10, Jack Hoos, number 12, 14, Weston Crawford, number 25, Raul Ramirez, and then number 40, Mark Pavlioglo. We'll work on that throughout the course of the game. Now let's look at the starters from the hometown Lincoln Cards. A different lineup tonight for Coach Berkey. Dawson Parrott, Xavier Smith, Braden Benham at guard, and then on the wings, Camden Everhart and Riley Sanders. So we are excited to get the second part of tonight's broadcast underway. We're expecting a competitive game. We are going to step aside here and get some words from our sponsors in as we await the tip and watch the starters get called out. We're also going to welcome Brett Bryant up with us. We'll be back shortly.
Hi, I'm Lane Johnson. Welcome to Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack is a full-service print shop and apparel brand that is set up to print any and all wearable or promotional items that you may need. We can help you grow your brand and business by providing you with quality products and prints, all for a fair price. After working with us, you will find that our customer service and attention to detail is unrivaled. Find us online at sbshirtshack.com or at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack on Facebook. Visit with a team member, call us at 660-776-2021. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack, we make printing easy. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty has 14 real estate agents with 275 combined years of real estate experience. Luke and his team are not only experienced, but extremely knowledgeable when it comes to listing your property or helping you find the perfect home. If you're looking to buy a home, commercial property, or land, look no further than Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Be sure to visit their website at reesenichols.com or give them a call today at 660-438-7228. Us here at Spooky Bear Media would like to give a huge thanks to Johnson's Accounting for making this broadcast and others like it possible. Johnson's Accounting and Tax.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here with the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network. Brett Bryant has joined me up here to do the boys' game. Coach, a thrilling ending to your game there.
Very thrilling.
Nice to come out with a win.
Yeah, it was really nice to come out with the win. My voice is a little hoarse, not only because I'm sick, but I was doing a lot of yelling there at the end.
Yes, you were. Sanders wins the tip. And I'm told, Brett, that number 14, Weston Crawford, is the leading scorer for this Green Ridge team. Parrott misses. Sanders follows up and scores. Lincoln draws first blood and starts with a 2-point lead. So an exciting finish. You guys had about a 12-point lead with 4 minutes left. That got down to as narrow of a deficit as 2. You guys held on. Good free throw shooting down the stretch by several different players. Weston Crawford, just a grown man move.
Yeah, that was a really nice move by Crawford there.
So, we had Rebecca Helen with 8 steals, unofficially.
I believe it. I believe it. She works her tail off on defense. She's kind of to her fault at sometimes,
yeah.
But that aggressive nature, it's something that you really want the kids to do.
Great job by Lincoln there to free Xavier Smith up underneath the basket, just wide open. You had 3 players in double figures tonight, in Helland, Yearout, and Mellon. And it took all of that to get the job done.
It really did, Lane. Those girls, they did a really good job at executing tonight, but our Achilles heel, which is pressure, always comes back to bite us. And I knew it was coming, they knew it was coming, and we still struggled with it. But, better to be upset and win it than be upset and be on the other side.
That's right. Crawford, a fadeaway out of the post with Parrott on him. He's got all 4 points here for the Tigers to open things up.
Well, it's a good sign if you're a Cardinals fan because the Green Ridge Tigers are starting in man-to-man defense, and, that's where our Lincoln Cardinal boys team will be most successful. We've seen them struggle against zone, especially just hitting the shots, finishing. So seeing man is probably pleasant for Coach Berkey here.
Yes. And that's the second time Lincoln's got a look just right at the rim. It doesn't go for Camden Everhart, but he gets his own miss and then is fouled on the follow shot, so he's going to see 2. Now that foul goes against number 24, Wyatt Broche. I believe he actually started over Raul Ramirez.
Lane, do we know the record of this Green Ridge Tigers team?
15-9. Okay.
Good ball club.
Yeah, they've had some success. They do play, some smaller schools. Their scores against the upper echelon of the conference, they're similar to some of the ones Lincoln's had. Now Lincoln's been pretty inconsistent with that because they've got a win against Northwest by 4, a loss against Colcamp by 11, and then they've also got 25, 30-point losses to each of those teams. So it's hard to go off of that sometimes.
Do we know how Green Ridge finished in the conference tournament?
I don't know that.
Okay. I'm just trying to get my bearings of kind of where we stack up.
This is my first time seeing Green Ridge play. Coach Berkey asked me earlier in the week if we had any film on him, and I told him I've not seen him play. I don't know anything about him. I have heard that 14 is their best player and their highest scorer. But beyond that, I really don't even have any anecdotal stuff.
Do we know what he's averaging?
I have no clue.
Yep. Well, he's clearly their number 1.
And they've got a big body there in Mark Pavlioglo. That one's going to give me trouble. You should just call him Mark.
Mark, yeah. We need to get him nicknames like we had for the Tipton roster there.
That's right, Marky P. Marky P gets to the bucket, scores, fouled by Everhart, his first, team second, and has a chance now to make it a 2-point game with a 3-point play. Offensive rebound for Broche. Lincoln gets Eckhoff on to match size with Pavlioglo, and it pays dividends there on that possession. Smith in and out of trouble. Looked like he got fouled. Eckhoff keeps things alive. Dribble pull up for Parrott.
I think the Cardinals caught the Tigers in transition trying to switch their defense. I was hearing 32 from the sideline. I think they might have been trying to go zone, and at the bad time when everyone's trying to cram it in, the Cardinals are there in the paint.
That shot off the mark for the Tigers. Sanders steps into a 3 from the left wing. Short and off the mark. Hoos now gets it across the timeline. Crawford with some good footwork. Short off the front iron.
He really works at getting that defender up in the air. He's doing a good job of pumping, getting that defender up in the air and drawing contact. Just a little short on that one.
You can tell that Coach Cannon has given him the freedom to get it in his bag, if you will.
Right. I'm going to start keeping a missed layup count for the Lincoln Cardinals
that
here.
Was wide open, wasn't it?
I'm counting at least 3 already to start this ball game.
That was wide open.
You start counting those, then you lose a game by 4 and 6, and you're like, we left 12, 14 points on the board over the course of a ball game.
Yeah.
And those are the ones that always come back to bite you.
So I don't have a number 3 on my roster here. I think that was Mateo Rivas wearing number 3. He's listed as number 1 in my pamphlet here. So you're right, Greenridge out of man and into zone after giving up several wide open looks underneath the basket. Sanders goes baseline and draws the block. Broche there, the sophomore, going to get called for the block. Sanders, open three from the corner. Xavier Smith keeps it alive for Lincoln here with the offensive board. Nice move by Sanders inside.
Good, strong take.
Crawford gets into the chest of Parrott, knocks him over, and then scores off the glass on the left side.
Yeah, I think it's very evident that their offense runs through 14 here.
He's got 6 of their 8 points.
Yeah, and he's aggressively looking to score. Now they got him trying to pick the ball at the top. It looks like a 1-3-1 now.
And then talking with Zayden Cole a little bit pregame, he did tell me that they were going to run some 1-3-1 today. I had forgotten about that. Man, that was, you mentioned it, trying to get the defense in the air. That time, a flyby for Sanders. As Crawford now, I've got him with 8 of the 10 points scored by the Tigers. Smith, nice.
Great move.
Oh, man. Got the defense in the air and just dropped it a dime down to Benham.
That's about as textbook as you can get right there.
And creation on the offensive end, Brett, has been something that Lincoln has really not done well this year, especially lately. And so it's good to see Xavier Smith creating for others down there on that end.
You know, I think one adjustment that Parrott is going to make throughout the course of this game is he's biting on every single pump fake that Crawford's throwing at him, which is giving him the ability to get Parrott in the air and get into the paint. If he's going to hit a contested jumper, you almost give it to him.
Well, you'd rather him do that than the looks he's been getting.
Yes.
So Lincoln 30 seconds here in the first quarter. This quarter has flown by. Sanders inside, power dribble off the mark. On his right-handed hook shot. Hoos has to put it up at the buzzer. It's off the mark. And that is how we will leave things after 8 minutes. 10-9, bad guys, if you will. We're going to go to commercial. We'll be back in 60 seconds for the second quarter.
Sponsored by 31 Chiropractic. 31 Chiropractic is a wellness-centered family chiropractic office that specializes in care for women and children. Lindsay delivers tailored chiropractic and physical treatment for your whole family for their whole life. Stop in at 292 South Highway 65 in Lincoln or call 660-460-3719 to schedule your appointment with Dr. Lindsay today. We're also sponsored by WK's family of dealerships. WK, a name we all know, owned by a family we all grew up with, now open at 4 locations in Sedalia and Boonville, featuring a great inventory of new Chevrolet, Ford, and Dodge vehicles, as well as high-quality used vehicles. At WK, they have combined their service, collision, and detailing departments with a great variety of American-made vehicles to be the #1 stop in your search for a new vehicle. Browse their selection of new and used vehicles today at WKFamily.com.
Bite my tongue a lot in those timeouts.
Okay, we are back here about to see the second quarter of what's been a good 8 minutes so far from a competitive standpoint.
Been a very good game, Lane, and I think we're seeing an adjustment here for the Cardinals. I think Chase Young is coming in for Parrott, and he's drawing the job of guarding number 14. Crawford, clearly their guy. Everything runs through him, and they look like they run a lot of kind of like a makeshift flex where he's running off of multiple screens, getting him in the middle of the floor about 10, 12 feet.
They use him as a screener too, which is helpful to kind of get him lost in it a little bit, but you're right. Here's another screen for him off the ball. 2 of them, actually. That's a tough shot. Eckhoff secures the rebound. Oh, my goodness.
Unforced errors. Something that's been the Achilles heel of this Cardinals boys team and the Cardinals girls team is turnovers.
Looked like Riley had earned that back. You're right, though. I mean, it really has been, and that one just the epitome of what we've seen. Eckhoff gets a rebound, almost walks with it, and then tries to get it to the outlet guy, and the outlet guy ducks like it wasn't meant for him. I mean, like there was somebody behind him.
I'm not sure what the scouting report was on Crawford. You might see Chase try to pressure him a little bit, maybe deny it. I don't know what his handles are like. Obviously, if he's a good ball handler, that could turn out to not work.
Right.
But you just can't let a guy like him get comfortable. He's got 8 of their 10. Clearly their guy, and if you let him get going and he gets hot, he might get 25 shots a game.
Dealing with the pressure okay there, although we did nearly lose it. Rivas, I think he walked. They called a jump ball. It's going to be Lincoln basketball.
Yeah, they're running they're running the flex spots, so you're block, elbow, and everything it's like a double screen, and they're making a big loop.
Yeah.
Very, very difficult to guard, really. I mean, you're constantly getting screened, which is why the flex has been around for so long. It's very difficult if you run it well. Every spot is screening all the time.
Skip pass. Smith now gets it into Eckhoff. Eckhoff can't catch it.
I like the thought on that pass. He was trying to lead him. Just didn't work out.
Good backdoor by Rivas. I think he traveled again. Block there by Sanders. Those passes you just can't make. Rivas blows the layup.
Those are the...
I think we just saw 3 turnovers back to back to back.
Those over-the-head passes drive me crazy because they are the worst pass to throw in the game of basketball, yet everybody does it.
Good pass to the corner. Hoos drills it left-handed from the corner. That's Jack Hoos, the freshman, hitting from downtown. Now Hoos at the top of the 1-3-1. They've moved Crawford down low. Parrott, the answer. They've got Wyatt Crawford, the younger Crawford, here on the floor for a foul as he was pushing Riley Sanders out. Benham on for Smith. That foul against Crawford is his first and the first team foul. Ben Eckhoff blocked. They call a jump ball.
Those are the ones you just got to have.
Yeah.
You're 2 and 3 feet from the basket. Ben Eckhoff's the biggest kid on the floor. You just got to have those.
Was that 40 Pavlioglu that
no,
got him?
14 blocked him. Crawford
got him. Sanders takes it away. Fast break. Crawford chasing him. I think Riley wanted to dunk that, and Crawford said, "You're not going to dunk this."
Right. He was kind of loading up like he was going to do it.
He was. It'd be interesting. I'm not sure if he can.
I'd say it's pretty close.
Yeah, I would say you're right.
I haven't seen with my own 2 eyes, but.
Ooh. Braden Benham with a nasty block. And a Lincoln cheerleader got the worst of it. Lincoln, defensively, Brett, showing some intensity. I didn't see their game against Otterville the other night. You were probably there. Now another three, this time by Wyatt Crawford. They're going to say a 2.
They gave him a 3.
They did?
Yes,
Okay.
they gave him a 3.
They did give a 3, so it's 16-11. So I didn't see him against Otterville, but I did see him against Cole Camp and Northwest, and those were not necessarily inspiring efforts.
Well, Otterville ran zone, which is the Achilles heel, along with turnovers to both Lincoln Cardinals teams, and they ran it pretty effectively. To be honest with you, I left after the first quarter. Wasn't feeling well. I went home, and I heard they ended up losing by 4. But
it was close.
Otterville, they got after him. When I was there, they were getting after him. They were running some.
Otterville was or Lincoln was? Getting after who?
Otterville was getting after Lincoln.
Gotcha.
They were playing zone, but they were working hard.
Right.
Lincoln was struggling to get some things going.
Well, defensively, those efforts in the other 2 games I mentioned were not particularly inspiring.
Right.
Tonight, though, there's definitely an intensity. There's been several block shots, getting out and guarding, getting butt down on the catch, things that Coach Berkey, I know, is teaching them, and you're seeing it. Now, I would like to see them stop jumping on pump fakes.
Well, this is the last varsity game in this gym, Lane, so that was a coaching point for me. Not only is our last game for our seniors, but Lincoln's new gym will be usable at the start of next season. So this might be one of the last varsity Cardinal games that we have.
Yeah, it will be. You're right. I mean, that's kind of momentous. Sanders does turn it over. Great hustle by Crawford, just out-hustling the Lincoln team. Man, that was a crafty move by the freshman, but had it ripped away by Sanders. He's going to go all the way in. Euro step right hand, and it falls down. Nice move by Sanders. He's got 10 of the 15 points for the Cards here. And we've got a timeout on the floor by Coach Berkey and the Cardinals. We're going to step aside as it's a 60-second timeout. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Podcast is sponsored by Shirley's Highway Cafe. Shirley's Highway Cafe serves a full breakfast and lunch menu from 6 to 2 Sunday through Friday and from 6 to noon on Saturdays. For breakfast, try a good old-fashioned omelet or the biscuits and gravy. For lunch, they've got the best country fried steak and mashed potatoes around. Shirley's Highway Cafe is located on Highway 65 in Lincoln, so give them a try on your next trip through town or call them for carryout at 660-547-3500. This broadcast is also sponsored by Veracruz Trace. Veracruz Trace Mexican Restaurant in Lincoln delivers local and delicious Mexican cuisine served by their welcoming and caring staff. They are open from 11 to 9 on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and from 11 to 10 on Friday and Saturday. Stop by at 455 North Highway 65 in Lincoln or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-0315.
So, Coach, we were just talking off the air there about your upcoming matchup on Monday night, right?
Yes,
Do you know what time that game is?
It's either 5 or 5:30.
5 or 5:30 in Tipton. Man, that's going to be tough.
Yep, 5 or 5:30 in Tipton against Lynn. I believe they're the Wildcats. They drew the 3 seed. We got the 6 seed.
Do you have any film on them yet?
I've got a little bit of film, watched a little bit of film. It's going to be a tough match. You know, they've earned the 3 seed. They're 13 and 10. They play some bigger schools over there in that area.
Yeah.
They're a good ball team. We're going to have practice on Sunday to prepare and go in there and work our butts off.
Well, we're excited to see it. I didn't realize the game would be so early. That's going to make things difficult for me. But we're going to try and get up there and call that. Lincoln trails by 3. Riley Sanders' three-point try is off. Crawford up to Hoos. It's loose. Riley saves it right underneath the basket. Crawford to Crawford. Back to Crawford. Crawford called for the walk. You don't happen to know when the girls play or the boys play Tuesday, do you?
I do not. That's down in Osceola.
Yes. We'll be there too.
They play Marion C. early.
Know anything about them? I know they're 17-9. Benham off the mark on 3.
They're down in southern Missouri where basketball's pretty rich. So
Benham, baseline drive, tipped out of bounds by Crawford.
I'd say Wablo is probably the overwhelming favorite to win that district.
Yeah.
I mean, Wablow's just knocking the doors off people.
Yeah.
They're putting up 80 and 90.
And they're 20-2, I think. Parrott off the mark on a 3-point try. Crawford drops it off to the younger Crawford. His 3-point shot misses. Eckhoff fighting for the rebound, can't secure it, but it will be Lincoln basketball.
I tell you what, the younger Crawford is not afraid to let her fly.
No.
He's a catch-and-shoot kid.
Greenridge has 2 freshmen on the floor right now, in number 20 and number 10. 40, Mark Pavlioglo, is a sophomore, and so is Wyatt Broche, number 24. Turner Chrysler turns it over, trying to get it into Big Ben Eckhoff. Crawford, pump fake. Looks like they got a hand check foul against Lincoln. That's Parrott's second foul. Everhart's already on the bench with 2 fouls. Coach Berkey going to keep him in. Pavlioglo going to go into the chest of Eckhoff, puts it up, it's off. Man, Lincoln just unable to keep Pavlioglo off the backboard.
That kid's just working hard.
He is. I mean, we don't see Ben Eckhoff getting worked around like that very often.
No, we do not.
That was a physical. So inadvertent whistle. They thought Coach Berkey had called a timeout. He corrected him and said, I said shoot it. Turner.
Yeah. And I'm assuming that's why Turner's on the floor.
Yeah, to shoot, to spread the floor. Here he gets it, corner 3, and he did not hesitate at all. It nearly went down. Crawford pushes right at Turner Chrysler. Now Pavlioglo, top of the key, 20 seconds left in the half. Dribble handoff, Crawford again. I think he got fouled there.
I think he did too.
I think Sanders came down on his arm, but he got Sanders. That was such a crafty move.
Yep.
Get him in the air and then get to that right hand and use the glass. Parrott, wing 3, off the mark. Eckhoff's got to put it up. He can't. And that is how this half will end. Greenridge on top, 22-15. Lincoln fighting, but still unable to space the floor against the zone defense. We'll see what these two teams concoct in the halftime break. We're going to step aside and get our halftime show ready. We'll be back shortly on the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Lane Johnson. Welcome to Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack is a full-service print shop and apparel brand that is set up to print any and all wearable or promotional items that you may need. We can help you grow your brand and business by providing you with quality products and prints, all for a fair price. After working with us, you will find that our customer service and attention to detail is unrivaled. Find us online at sbshirtshack.com or at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack on Facebook. To visit with a team member, call us at 660-776-2021. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack, we make printing easy. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty has 14 real estate agents with 275 combined years of real estate experience. Luke and his team are not only experienced, but extremely knowledgeable when it comes to listing your property or helping you find the perfect home. If you're looking to buy a home, commercial property, or land, look no further than Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Be sure to visit their website at reesenichols.com or give them a call today at 660-438-7228. Us here at Spooky Bear Media would like to give a huge thanks to Johnson's Accounting for making this broadcast and others like it possible. Johnson's Accounting and Tax Service LLC has been serving the Lincoln community and its surrounding area for over 55 years. Lori and her team offer monthly business services such as sales tax, payroll, preparation of financial statements, and much more. They can easily set up a new business or an LLC. If you're in need of a tax return, Johnson's Accounting handles personal, small business, partnership, and corporate returns. For Johnson's Accounting, no business is too large or too small. They can handle them all. So give them a call at 660-547-3332 and see what they can do for you. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Estes Drive-In. If you're looking for a bite to eat or a tasty treat, Estes Drive-In has you covered. With a wide array of options and friendly service, you can't go wrong with Estes Drive-In. Stop in and eat or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-3516. Are you missing that human touch with your bank? Come talk to a real person at Community National Bank and Trust. They're your local bank that's small enough to know you, yet big enough to offer the best products. Stop by and see them at 101 South 65 Highway in Lincoln or 1695 Hilltop Drive in Warsaw. Your community, your bank, your relationship. Community National Bank and Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Lincoln Realty has been serving Lincoln and all of West Central Missouri for 70 years. Whether it's residential, commercial, farm, recreational, or lake property you're after, Lacey and her team have you covered. Give them a call today at 660-547-3535 or stop by the office located at 546 North Highway 65 in Lincoln. This broadcast is supported by Denny's Construction Solutions. Wally and his crew offer many services. At the top of the list is excavation and general contracting. They will build from the ground up. But that's not all. They offer site clearing, site prep, concrete flat work, and more. If you've got a problem that could require a skid steer, excavator, or jackhammer, Denny's Construction has the solution. Call them today at 660-596-9992. Need some dirt work, a building pad, or perhaps a complete septic system? Call Chris and Austin at Midmo Dirt and Septic. They have experience in all types of dirt work and are certified and licensed septic system installers. They're also offering concrete flat work, so give this father and son team a call at 660-723-6958 or at 660-221-0681. Gallo Supply is your local solution for all household and industrial cleaning supplies. From can liners to soaps to copying or toilet paper, Gallo Supply has what you need. Brett at Gallo can provide a friendly and personal touch that other larger companies just can't. He can ship directly to your door when you order using their fast and easy website, so whether you're in need of residential or commercial Jan Sand supplies, visit GALLOsupply.com or email sales@gallosupply.com for bulk prices. Hi, I'm Lane Johnson. Welcome to Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack now offers custom online stores. These team stores, as we like to call them, are an easy way to get your community or organization into the newest gear. We process and bag every order, and we can even ship it directly to your customers. This process provides a perfect way for booster clubs, sports teams, and other extracurricular clubs or programs to raise money. Why hassle with paper order forms or big companies with long lead times and no personal touch when Spooky Bear can make fundraising easy? Find us online at sbshirtshack.com or at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack on Facebook. To visit more about how a team store can help you, call us today at 660-776-2021. We are
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back from break. We've got the Johnson's Accounting halftime show brought to you by Johnson's Accounting and Tax Service LLC here in Lincoln. As we start every halftime show, we've got some Estes Drive-In replay cam clips here. Estes Drive-In really getting their money's worth here on the replay cam tonight, as we've got several from the first half. A lot of feeds, if you will. The first one, a feed from Smith. We love the playmaking. Riley Sanders is on this a lot as he rips it away, goes coast to coast. He's also doing it on the defensive end. Lincoln's got several blocks here in the half. And then my favorite of the half, the rip away, and then the full court transition basket, a nice Euro step around the defender and finish with that right hand. Even a little drama as the ball seemed to hang on the rim a little bit longer. So that is the Estes Drive-In Replay Cam. We appreciate their support. Now some stats from the first half, the tail of the tape, if you will. As we get into this, you'll see Greenridge significantly more efficient shooting the ball, and that's kind of the MO for Lincoln as they struggle to score in the half court. They struggle to create. They struggle to shoot the ball. 0 for 7 from downtown. You saw them working in the youngster Turner Chrysler, trying to get some shooting on the floor. Lincoln is winning the rebounding department and for the most part taking care of the basketball. So it'll be interesting to see how these two teams adjust out of half and what we are in store for here in the second half. We're going to step aside and hear from a few more sponsors. We'll be back in a few minutes with the second half action here on the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Lane Johnson. Welcome to Spooky Bear Shirt Shack. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack is a full-service print shop and apparel brand that is set up to print any and all wearable or promotional items that you may need. We can help you grow your brand and business by providing you with quality products and prints, all for a fair price. After working with us, you will find that our customer service and attention to detail is unrivaled. Find us online at sbshirtshack.com or at Spooky Bear Shirt Shack on Facebook. To visit with a team member, call us at 660-776-2021. Spooky Bear Shirt Shack, we make printing easy. Tonight's broadcast is presented by Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty has 14 real estate agents with 275 combined years of real estate experience. Luke and his team are not only experienced, but extremely knowledgeable when it comes to listing your property or helping you find the perfect home. If you're looking to buy a home, commercial property, or land, look no further than Reese Nichols Golden Key Realty. Be sure to visit their website at reesenichols.com or give them a call today at 660-438-7228. Us here at Spooky Bear Media would like to give a huge thanks to Johnson's Accounting for making this broadcast and others like it possible. Johnson's Accounting and Tax Service LLC has been serving the Lincoln community and its surrounding area for over 55 years. Lori and her team offer monthly business services such as sales tax, payroll, preparation of financial statements, and much more. They can easily set up a new business or an LLC. If you're in need of a tax return, Johnson's Accounting handles personal, small business, partnership, and corporate returns. For Johnson's Accounting, no business is too large or too small. They can handle them all. So give them a call at 660-547-3332 and see what they can do for you.
Okay, we are back here for the third quarter. On the floor for the Cards, Smith, Parrott, Everhart, Sanders, and Benham. 1-3-1 extended out for Greenridge to start. I think Lincoln had the look they wanted there for a second. Benham picked by Crawford. Hoos, floater over Sanders. Good rebound by Smith.
Lincoln needs to value possessions right now. You know, when you struggle to score, less is sometimes more. You know, you take your time, you get a good look, you get a quality shot. You're going to miss some shots here and there, but being passive, you know, and letting their defense stretch you out and not do what you want to do, that never ends well.
I agree with you. You want quality shots every time down. And I mean, I haven't hated the shot selection they've had so far. I mean, you know, that's a shot we've seen Xavier make.
Yep.
But they're just not falling.
Yep. Well, and remember, maybe use glass there.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, if we're going to be nitpicky, but the backboard's your friend. It's there for a reason. You know, when you're getting those chippies, use the glass.
Roche over to Crawford. Pavlioglu, size mismatch inside. He is fouled. That's Everhart's third foul and the first team foul. Eckhoff set to check in, I assume, for Everhart. That was a strong rebound.
Very strong. Good eyes.
Is that Sanders that kicked
Yep.
it up the floor?
Yep, that was Sanders. Way to keep his head up and see Smith up there.
You know, that was something that I think your girls did well a few different times, especially earlier in the game. I don't know. You know, I love giving the kids flowers when they do something well, and there were several transition possessions that your girls had their eyes up, made the right pass, and then finished the shot.
Yeah.
And that was not something that's happened a lot this year.
Right.
Moving screen there on Pavlioglu. But, I mean, you know, Emery Eckhoff had a nice one where she passed it up to Year Out. There was a great possession. I wish we had saved the replay for you where Helen knocked the ball free. Gillespie dove on the ground for it, got it back up to Helen. Helen took 2 dribbles and kind of tossed it over to Year Out at midcourt. She threw a full court pass down here. I can't remember who, maybe Harvey? I can't remember who she passed it to. Maybe Year Out was the one who scored it, but either way, it was just a great, I mean, it was just a beautiful 5 to 8 seconds of Lincoln girls basketball. And so there were definitely, you know, some highlight plays, if you will, from your game.
Well, I appreciate that, and that's something we talk about a lot. You know, when a team's playing zone, which they were pretty much a majority of the game, we don't want to go against a set defense.
Right.
The problem is when you try to get in transition, we got to understand we can play quick but not rush.
Right.
So that's been a huge teaching point. Good board there by Sanders.
And way to go right back up
Yes.
with it. If that was a game of 21, Parrott would be back at 0.
He'd be back.
Crawford expecting Rivas to cut there. And Crawford throws it away. Sanders, short corner shot off the mark.
You know, and to your point, Lane, about taking good shots, those are such good shots. You can't not shoot a short corner jump shot if you're wide open.
Right.
You just got to hit them. I don't think the Lincoln Cardinals have struggled with getting good shots tonight.
Right.
They've struggled with putting them in. You know, we can go back to those 3 missed layups in the first quarter. That's 6 points right there.
Crawford started with a really aggressive mindset here, scoring 8 of Greenridge's first 10 points. Since then, he's only got 12 total. And Sanders doubled him after he turned his head. Jump ball is what was called on the floor. It'll be Lincoln basketball, but it'll be interesting to see here as this game tightens up. Lincoln has tightened things up here, cutting it to 4. It was as many as 8, I believe, or 9 rather, in the first half. It'll be interesting to see if Crawford, you know, kind of ratchets that up and decides, hey, I've got to do the scoring again, because that was working early on.
I think so. You know, and especially as the game gets tighter, your studs kind of put the game on their back and they make it happen. So I fully anticipate that. He's shown he can do it. I mean, there was a time he scored, 6 or 8 straight.
Yeah.
You know, he can be a one-man bucket if he has to be.
With 4 to play in the third quarter, the Lincoln Cardinals trail by 4. It's been a bit up and down here for the Cards. But they're in this game.
They are in the game, and Lane, I don't think they've led the entire game.
No.
So they've
Maybe
been playing
early,
from behind.
but I don't think so. I think it's been wire to wire thus far for the Tigers.
Greenridge still in that 1-3 run, and
man, that was good ball movement.
good ball movement. They got Sanders running the baseline, just unable to hit that there for Smith. I mean, they're getting good shots. They're not forcing.
The defense. Eckhoff caught at the high post, turned opposite. Smith turned into a wide open three. I mean, that was a really good look. Crawford straight on. Pavliaglo is down. May have turned his ankle. He is walking off on his own, but they're going to take him out for Hoos. Crawford, man, that's a tough shot. Can't get it to go. They're going to get Crawford for a foul.
What grade is Crawford in, Lane?
He's a senior.
Okay.
Now, the younger Crawford, 20, is a freshman.
I was going to say, if 14 was an underclassman, that'd be problems for the K-Singer for a few years.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
He did just pick up his second foul, and the second here against the Tigers in the quarter. Sanders left wide open in the corner. He's off.
You know, Sanders has got to be 0 for 4, 0 for 5 now from the three-point line. I wonder if Greenridge is just content with letting him shoot. You know, you live with it.
So Brett Crawford blocks Benham. Benham falls hard. A developing thing to take note of here. Pavliaglo not on the bench anymore.
Okay.
Oh,
well, he's right
is.
there.
Yeah,
he's getting
okay,
wrapped.
so they're wrapping him. I imagine in an attempt to get him back out there. They've also brought a brace in. Smith dribble pull up. That's a tough shot for the senior, and the lead is 2.
I would not be surprised to see Turner Chrysler. Man.
That was smooth for Max Tyler, the freshman off the bench, sinking one from the corner. And just when Lincoln had got it to one possession, Greenridge pushes it back up. Lincoln turns it over. Young on the ground. 2-on-3 for Lincoln. Sanders spins inside, fouled. They're going to stay on the floor. Smith, 3 from the wing, and he sinks it. Xavier Smith now the last 5 points for the Cardinals. Able to answer Tyler's 3.
Hey, maybe you feed the hot hand. Smith's hitting. Feed him.
And Lincoln with a pronounced size advantage inside with Pavliaglo on the bench.
Ooh. He was looking for that baseline cutter. He was there. Just got a little ahead of himself.
Yeah.
That's why they teach the old jump stop.
Yes, sir. And that's a young kid out there playing for the injured Pavliaglo. Parrott.
Good shot.
Nice. Gets around Hoos. Pull-up jumper free throw line.
Lincoln showing a little intensity here, getting each other fired up, and hopefully it transitions over to the defensive side.
Intensity and shot making. You know, they've now 3 jump shots to go. Greenridge nearly turned it over. Wow. They're going to call a foul against Xavier Smith there. Looked like he lost his footing.
I thought he lost his footing. You almost don't want the foul. If you're Greenridge, I think he had a freebie at the basket.
Not the worst case scenario for Lincoln, that's for sure. 51.6 left in the third.
Oh, yeah. They still got 3 to give, or 2 to give.
Yeah. Crawford going right at Young.
Good D by Lane, or
Chase.
Good D by Chase.
Sanders a steal. Wraps around the back, and it's taken away by Tyler. Crawford doubled, possibly fouled. Wow. Wow. That's a freshman. That was a nice move by the younger Crawford. Wyatt, he's got 5.
He's getting beat up by Big Brother in the backyard. That's where that
Yes,
came from.
You know it. Parrott over to Smith. He's feeling it. Oh, that looked good.
It did look good.
3 seconds. Crawford, he's going to get near half court and heave it. That had a chance. So things getting tight here, Brett, in the third quarter. What was once a 9-point game is now a 2-point game going into the final frame. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back.
Podcast is sponsored by Shirley's Highway Cafe. Shirley's Highway Cafe serves a full breakfast and lunch menu from 6 to 2 Sunday through Friday and from 6 to noon on Saturdays. For breakfast, try a good old-fashioned omelet or the biscuits and gravy. For lunch, they've got the best country fried steak and mashed potatoes around. Shirley's Highway Cafe is located on Highway 65 in Lincoln, so give them a try on your next trip through town or call them for carry-out at 660-547-3500. This broadcast is also sponsored by Veracruz Trace. Veracruz Trace Mexican Restaurant in Lincoln delivers local and delicious Mexican cuisine served by their welcoming and caring staff. They are open from 11 to 9 on Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and from 11 to 10 on Friday and Saturday. Stop by at 455 North Highway 65 in Lincoln or call ahead for carryout at 660-547-0315.
We're back here. A 2-point basketball game. It's lived up to the hype. Pavliaglo has had his ankle taped and put a brace on, and he's back out there.
He's a big piece of what they do, and
Yes.
he's really about all the size they have.
And I can relate to spraining an ankle and trying to give it a go. So a 5-point third quarter for Smith. Kind of the catalyst for Lincoln here. Crawford able to create a ton of space with that arm. Can't make the jump shot. Eckhoff rebounds it. Lincoln seeming maybe just a little bit more at ease here than they did earlier in the game. Specifically Sanders and Smith. Sanders, three-pointer from the corner, hits the backboard. And Ben Eckhoff gets the rebound, throws an elbow, goes up with the right hand. He's got an opportunity now to convert a three-point play. Ben Eckhoff has been pretty quiet. That's his first basket of the game, Brett.
I was just getting ready to say, has he scored? But, hey, there's still 7:20 to go, so good for him.
His first basket, Brett, but he's got 11 rebounds, and that's a welcome sight if you're a Lincoln Cardinal fan because free throw shooting has been a struggle for him.
Yes.
But 11 rebounds unofficially. A big part of Lincoln being in this game is their ability to out-rebound Greenridge thus far. Pavliaglo frustrated, missed the bunny, but he is going to get 2 free throws.
He's making an immediate impact. As soon as he gets in, they make it a point to feed the post.
That foul against Chase Young, his first. Both teams with a single team foul. Pavliaglo off on the free throw. Off on the second. Eckhoff 12 boards now.
Coach Berkey's even pleading with this team to not throw the ball over the head like that.
So many instances Lincoln could create an angle to throw the ball if they would just make a pass fake. I know you've been saying that till you're blue in the face, but it really is true. Sanders, nice attack on the baseline, scores 2. He's got 14 of the 31 points for the Cardinals. A 3-point lead now, 6.5 to play. Nice passing here. The younger Crawford drills it. He's got the answer. Wyatt Crawford, the freshman, off the bench. He's got 8.
And he's got the green light.
He almost took it away from Cole. Young, back out to Smith. Cole attacks, finds Young inside, blocked by Crawford. Great defense by Crawford. That's Weston Crawford. I thought Wyatt Crawford was going to shoot that thing. Young, aggressive defense. Bats it away and goes and gets it. A big steal for the junior.
Well, and that's exactly why Chase Young's on the court. Plays good defense, plays hard, smart kid. Gives you an opportunity to have a couple good defenders on the floor.
Smith hit the deck on that three-point try. He didn't hit it. Crawford's got another rebound. Gets it over to young Crawford. Pavliaglo. Young Crawford off right. Kept alive by Tyler. He's whistled for the foul. Now Wyatt Broche on for Max Tyler. And Parrott will come on for Young. Everhart also in. Sanders going to take a breather. Tie game, 5 minutes left to go. Oh my goodness. Cole, corner three. Parrott has a rebound. He goes right at it. That might have been blocked. I don't know, well short.
Yeah, it was very short.
That's a tough look for Weston Crawford.
Tough look and good job by Lincoln defending that there. They
Yeah.
kind of did a little dribble weave, dribble handoff type action, and that can be difficult to guard.
Lincoln's kind of whipping this ball around
They
a
are.
little bit.
They are. They've settled in. You hit the nail on the head. They've kind of settled in a little bit, gotten in a groove. It's crazy what hitting a couple shots will do.
Yeah.
It kind of just eases the tension, and you get the monkey off your back.
Eckhoff inside, too easy.
That was a grown man move by Eckhoff there.
Can Lincoln play with the lead? It's a 2-point lead. Now we're at 4 minutes to play. Inside to Pavliaglo. He goes right at Eckhoff. Parrott jumping up and down. I think he had a clean block.
I think so,
It
too.
was Eckhoff who fouled on the body, according to the referees. That's Eckhoff's first foul. Just the second team foul against the Cards here in the fourth. Pavliaglo has had some struggles from the free throw line, but he hits the first. Opportunity to tie things up here. He does just that. He's got 7. Just fake a pass.
I know. Fake one to make one.
I mean, you're getting into your action. You've got, I presume you've got the look you want.
Well, and they're playing their 1-3-1 where they're trying to make Lincoln turn it over inadvertently through passes, tip balls, because you can see they're bringing 2 to the ball, but they're always staying, 2-4 feet away. They're not trapping, but they're showing hands. They're being active,
making them make those long,
yes,
high arching passes.
That's exactly what you want. You want the loopy passes, right there. That's exactly what you want.
Parrott
might have walked.
Yeah. Smith inside, nice use of the backboard there, just like you asked him to do on that floater, that push shot. And Xavier Smith now in double figures with 11 points. Brett, what are you seeing?
I'm seeing when the ball goes into the bucket, a lot of things change. Lincoln has settled into that 1-3-1. Xavier Smith having 11 after halftime.
Yeah, he had 2 at half, I think.
So having 9 points in the second half is huge. You're getting scoring from multiple people. You got Ben got on the board with 5 now. You got Smith with 9. You're getting scoring from multiple areas. Riley's kind of kept him in it the whole game with 14. I think Lincoln's just going to continue to play good, solid man-to-man defense. They're going to look to get stops. This is going to come down to the wire. I think it's going to be who can execute and not turn over the basketball.
Yes, not turning it over, executing, and not giving up anything easy. They're early in the game. Now, Greenridge has long been away from the man defense, but early in the game, they had given up a couple easy ones underneath the basket. Don't beat yourself.
Right.
Don't beat yourself.
And if Lincoln can hang some points on the board, Greenridge hand will be forced to go back to man-to-man defense. You can't sit in a 1-3-1 and just let them burn clock. So if you're Lincoln, every single possession moving forward is very important to put points on the board. Draw them out of that 1-3-1, and then you're in your bread and butter.
Right. Three minutes left. Greenridge trails by 2. Leading scorer Weston Crawford, wearing number 14, has gone cold. 8 points in the first quarter, just 4 since. He wants the basketball.
If you're Lincoln, you're happy with them dribbling a lot. That's when mistakes happen. The more you dribble, the more opportunity to make something happen on the defensive end.
Good backdoor cut by Rivas. Gets there, past Benham, scores over Everhart, and that was Crawford with the needle-threading pass.
Yeah, that's just the old school basketball man-to-man defense. Fundamental, see man, see ball. You cannot lose sight of it.
Benham, inside power dribble, just blows the layup. You were keeping a counter earlier of missed layups.
I'm at 5 at least.
And
we had 3 in the first quarter, so I probably missed a few.
Hoos, foot was on the line. Pavlioglu keeps it alive here. These guards for Greenridge are crafty.
They are.
I know, I don't mean to disparage a Hall of Fame basketball player by comparing him to a freshman high school basketball player, but they're like kind of like Steve Nash type guys. You know what I mean? Like they hesitate with the ball. They're good shooters, but they're not. They've got tight handles. They're not really forcing it.
Right.
A lot of freshmen get in there and they want to do too much.
Yes.
And those guys aren't doing that. They know Crawford and Pavlioglu are the guys. They're just playing their role, but they're crafty and quick, and they guard, and
I agree, and they've been able to hit big shots.
They have.
You're hitting threes, you're getting attacks at the basket. When you having the wherewithal as a freshman to plant that foot and backdoor when you feel the pressure, and then to finish it in traffic is just that's stuff that every coach wants. You got to be able to play basketball at the end of the day. You have your sets.
Sure.
But it's playing ball at the same time.
Well, Coach Cannon has done this a lot he's been at Greenridge, I want to say dating back to when I was in high school, towards the end of when I was in high school. And, his teams are well coached. They come out, they're fundamental, and you're seeing that on full display tonight.
Yeah, they're doing a very good job, and I really like their half-court man-to-man set they run. They've kind of taken all of what's difficult to guard and put it in a bucket and stirred it up and came up with their own set. It's got flex with some double screens, and it's just got a bunch of stuff that's really difficult to guard. And, good on the Lincoln Cardinals. They've been staying to their defensive man-to-man principles. They've done a good job. They haven't let Crawford just go off for 30 because it looked like he was at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, he was on pace for sure. The Crawford boys combining for 20 of the 35 points. We're locked-tied at 35 apiece. And I guess a moving screen.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
I did not either.
And not saying that I didn't, the call, I physically did not see it.
I didn't get it either. That's a big turnover there by Greenridge.
You know, if I'm Lincoln right here, you got the ball, minute 30 to go. You are looking for just an absolute can't-pass-up shot.
Right.
Which that's exactly not what you want to do.
Parrott shaking up. Parrott's hurting.
Yeah, there's something going on. It's hard to tell. I don't know if he hit his hand or elbow or.
He's not like grabbing anything. He's just wincing, almost like he knocked the wind out of him.
Knocked the wind out of him.
I don't know.
Then he's got to draw the best player on the other team.
Right. He's still wincing. That's a mismatch. Wow. I think a makeup call.
Hey, wash it, move on.
I think that was a wash.
I definitely think that was probably a foul down here on Sanders.
I think that was a wash. You got a foul on Sanders down here, and then, not sold that was a charge down here. But I think you just, like you said, just wipe your hands and move on.
I'm not sure what Sanders, there was two defenders there. I don't know why he didn't pull up or jump stop for a floater there. Sometimes kids try to get too deep in the paint. But adrenaline's going, tie ball game.
Goodness gracious. Wyatt Crawford looking like Jamal Crawford. Spins inside, right hand.
He's going to be a heck of a player these next few years.
He is. Benham inside. He answers. Tied at 37. Coach Berkey now for Lincoln calls the timeout to get Ben Eckhoff in. And Lincoln definitely giving up size on this end. So to get Eckhoff back in, I think a good thing to do on the defensive end.
Right. Well,
because if you don't, Pavlioglow's going back at Sanders.
Oh yeah.
That what happens on that end, if that happens again, that whistle's going to get blown.
Oh, for sure. And Pavlio, if that's how you say Pavlioglou. He went right at Sanders.
He did.
I mean, he's not shying away from contact. And when you're talking to these big men, that's what you want them to do.
Right.
Go right into their chest. Make them foul you, and that's something that's hard to get kids to
put
understand.
The pressure on the defense, but also the official.
The official. You always put the pressure on the official to make the call.
Yeah.
If you try to loop up and around and pump that, do all this craziness, you're not going to get bailed out. You got to initiate the contact and put the pressure on the official.
Right.
We said, Lane, with about 4 minutes to go, what are the keys to victory? And we said turnovers and execution. Both of them have not executed at times and turned it over at times, and we're literally right back to where we started. Tie ball game.
Square one. .6 seconds. On the floor for the Cards, Young, Sanders, Smith, Benham, and Eckhoff.
With no fouls to give.
No fouls to give. It's a tie game.
If I'm Greenridge, I'm 100% taking the last shot right here.
Yeah, I wouldn't give it back to Lincoln. Crawford on the block, doubled.
Maybe with 8 or 9 seconds with an opportunity to get an offensive rebound.
Did you mention neither team has a foul to give?
Yes.
Now Coach Cannon calls a timeout with 8.5. His team did exactly,
I like the timeout. I just don't like with the 8.6.
You wanted less time?
I wanted more time because you got to think. You got to inbound the ball, get a shot, presumably, which this is just me.
You want the last shot,
You want the last shot, but you also want an opportunity of a tip back if you can. But Coach Cannon's been doing it longer than me.
Well, I guess we'll see because his team did what I think he wanted, which was burn 23 seconds or so and not turn it over.
Absolutely.
Now you've got it baseline out of bounds. You've got 8.5 seconds left. It's not a ton of time.
Now, that's probably where he's thinking. He's probably looking for a lob. He's drawing something up to get a designed
shot
look,
over the basket.
Yeah, that he likes. You got to keep Pavlio. That's how you say his name. Pavlio Glow. You got to keep him under wraps because he's big. You got to be aware of a lob. You got to be aware of screen-to-screener action. Lincoln plays man-to-man.
They do.
On the inbounds. You got to be aware of screen-to-screen. I don't think so.
Okay.
I am right here, though.
I probably would, too.
I mean, that's why so many teams.
If you get Pavlio Glow against, somebody like Benham or something,
right.
That would be a mismatch.
They only have 5 seconds to get it in. If you can withstand, the blocks are the most important. If you're going to give them a 3 to win it, what do you do, right?
It looks like, I don't know, Sanders isn't guarding a man necessarily.
He's probably just help. But you got to be aware of.
Lincoln did a good job. Rivas, baseline, kicked out of bounds. Right back where we were with 4.5 now. 4.4 to be exact. Lincoln did a good job. There was a lot of screening and moving parts there, and nobody got left alone. I'm not sure that their matchups didn't change also. Rivas contested, banks it in, and that's how it's over. That ends it.
Wow.
Brett, that gives me flashbacks. My junior year, we went over to Greenridge and played Greenridge, and at the end of regulation, a 3 was banked in from the corner wing spot down there.
Wow.
To tie it, and then they beat us in overtime, but almost the same spot where that was banked in. Isaac, do we have the game-winning shot?
Well, and Benham did a phenomenal job. Benham was 10 feet in the air.
Yeah, Benham contested. That was just kind of a heave for Rivas.
Well, and I think that was the outlet. That was the last guy. Hey, we just got to get an outlet here.
An excellent.
He got those puppies set and let her fly.
He sure did.
Man, Lincoln did such a good job on the initial inbounds, and to lose from a
shot.
I'm not going to call it a prayer, because he meant to shoot it, but you know that kid knew the clock was winding down. You knew, hey, I got to get this thing off.
Well, they executed it well enough to get an open-ish look, and he made it.
Well, and they led the entire game. Lincoln only took the lead over there in the final few minutes. So Greenridge came in and did what they wanted to do. They executed. They played pretty well in their zone. Hats off to them.
It was a dramatic end to what was a competitive and entertaining game. Lincoln had good stretches, but ultimately could not pull it out. We'll look quickly at some just individual scoring here down the stretch. Riley Sanders, game high, 14 points. We have him at 3 rebounds. He had 3 steals, a pair of blocks, and an assist. Xavier Smith, the only other Cardinal in double figures. He had 5 boards to go with an assist. And then Ben Eckhoff had 5. He had 12 rebounds unofficially. Benham with 4 points. Parrott had 2, and Everhart scored a single point. That is the scoring for the Lincoln Cardinals. Now on the other side, Greenridge, Weston Crawford, the senior, 12 points. Just behind him was Wyatt Crawford, 10 points, so 22 for the Crawford boys tonight. Pavlio Glow, the big man down low, had 7. And then Mateo Rivas, who made the game-winning three-point shot, had 3. Jack Hoos and Max Tyler also had 3 apiece. And that is the scoring for the Greenridge Tigers. So, Brett, we are going to be live next from Tipton Monday night, watching your Lady Cards and our Lady Cards take on the Lynn Wildcats. And then on Tuesday night, we'll be going to Osceola to watch the boys play against Marion C. Early.
Yes.
So we will have both sets of district games next week on the Lincoln Cardinal Sports Network. 5 or 5:30 Monday night. To be determined Tuesday night. We'll get that time posted out as soon as we can. We appreciate you guys sticking with us through tonight's ball games. We will see you next week.